out here. We are talking about this KYC, KYP, 5 minutes from now. So KYC, KYP, what should be your first question, which I haven't talked till now?
What is the product, or what is
Do we agree? Just raise your hands if we agree, if this is the right question. Only 5% of people think, okay, you guys are employed. So KYC, you are saying, what is my product? So my product is an enterprise application which runs on-premise, on cloud, and unfortunately till the time cloud was not there, there was on-demand, a kind of a private virtual cloud with me, right? It is applicable to all large enterprises. It is pretty much there in 80% of the large enterprises, but mid-segment market has not been tapped, and the startup hysteria hasn't been tapped. These two are untapped market. In EMEA and US, we are good, but other than that, we still have to evolve. Okay? So this is the nature of my product. However, it is an enterprise application.
Which domain?
Domain, let's take, which domain? How many of you represent financial domain here? Telecom? Educational? Okay, it's a mix of financial and telecom. Okay? Okay. Exactly. Now, see, this is the second thing which you, so they have to think about these things. You know? So I told you it is an enterprise application. To make it simpler, maybe, you know, financial telecom. Okay. And so have you known your product? Any other questions?
What does the customer actually want?
What does customer want? Okay, this is a very big question. Every day they want something else. So there is no static answer for this, right? Okay, what's next? On KYC, KYP. No. So guys, the brainstorming has started. Don't think that they are being interviewed. They are thinking now. They have to resolve the case study. And you guys, as he raised a red flag in between, that is how you have to intervene. Brief, precise, khatakhat.
What is my product special about compared to the other competitors or market? How is it?
Will this fall into this KYC, KYP?
Competitors, KYC.
C dash. It will go into C dash. We'll come there. Okay. We'll come. But hello? In KYP, KYC, what else?
I'm sorry, I had a question. Sure. So when she asked, what does the customer want? At this stage, it is very important for us to think what the customer wants, because based on that, we can think whether a product is suitable or not. Okay,
parked. Question parked. We'll take it up as well. Thank you. Just in the interest of time, I'm moderating it. Otherwise,
2 seconds.
You guys want to like take 1 minute time, think, and then say these are the things I'm thinking? That's okay? Okay, I think they are okay. Okay, so KYC, KYP, what else? Even you guys, as the lady said something, you guys can also utter few statements.
Yeah, so when they're talking about KYC and if C stands for the company, customer or something, why are they not worried about the size of the company first?
Why do I need to worry? I know CA Technologies, it's a conglomeration of 150 companies. Every small business unit work like a startup. So how does, you know, multi-billion organization impact your test strategy?
No, it depends on how many people are there in my company, how many are working, and right?
We'll come to that in the people process vendors, team size, etc., etc.
So who's the end user of this product?
So all the large enterprises or mid-size, as well as I said now, the story is about tapping the startups.
Mid-size and startups.
Correct.
So what is your long-term plan with respect to that product?
We want to live for next 30 more years. Okay? We still want to be in the leadership quadrant of Gartner. Of course, if I have been a leader once, will I have a vision to be a non-leader tomorrow? No, right? Maybe I may become, nobody knows the nature of business. But okay, so customer, know your product. Anything else? And again, see, this is such engrossing area of discussion that I'm talking about know your customer, know your product, and somewhere I myself is losing track that I'm a test leader. I'm not a sales guy. I'm not a dev guy. So I should have my questions right as well. So don't forget that part. We are in a testing, situation currently. So are these questions good enough for you guys to decide on testing strategy, on technology, people, process?
I would like to know about the customer mindset. More like, are they a very traditional? So when you said financial, it gives me an idea that they are kind of traditional. Would they support
agrees
innovation?
to this question? This is a very interesting question. I can't predict that, what my customer wants every day. But in generic scenario, how many of you have interacted with product management group? How many times have you asked that what all are the broader things, not inside the technology, but from outside, which generally most of the customer want to see as? Cost and all everybody knows, right? It is being talked in all hands. But as a test strategy, have we understood that is my UI clumsy? Are my transactions not that great when several jobs and processes run at the background? Is it that my, let us say, worksheet, timesheet, if you have to fill timesheet, is it that from 5:30 to 6 o'clock that actually is very messy to operate with? This product management part, and how many times do we look into that as a test leader? But should we not look into that? No inquiry about the problem.
Any specific constraints you have about the product in terms of, as you were just saying now, it should satisfy this particular condition, or in terms of the taking into consideration the technology aspects, do you have any specific constraint?
So I think what he is asking is pretty much valid based on technology leadership. He certainly should understand. Is it that I have to be on a specific app server? Is it that I have to be on a specific database, JDKs?
Yeah.
Is it that, I am on a lower version, I can't upgrade myself, I have to go on a higher version, etc. Good for technology guy. So yes, sir.
So with respect to this KYC and KYP, and keeping that in mind that I am from the test lead and the leadership perspective.
You are the guy who will succeed.
So what is the problem here that we want to address? What is
study.
the problem?
We will go back to case study. That there is a
what is that case study?
It's a globally distributed team following Agile.
Were you there when we were talking about the case study?
Yeah, I was there. But I just want to know, this is what my question is, that for this particular, with respect to, for example, that my customer is not happy, that the KYC coming into the picture, my product is not functioning, that the KYP coming. So what is the problem actually with respect to this that we have faced?
Problem is that this particular division is shattered today. They don't have the right structure of the team. They don't have a technology vision. They don't know as a test leader what all are the things they need to patch up. Is it at technology side, I want to do functional testing today, performance testing today, web services today, or do I need to change altogether myself for cloud, on demand, etc.? If I want to do that, then how, why, what? And therefore, we are brainstorming on that model of KYs, that if they have to structure this, what all are the things that they should know, right?
So that means to say we need to first understand why you are saying it is not structured.
This is the
why
state.
The customer, like, what is the pain point of customer saying that?
I think in quality, KYQ dash, I think they may ask. So I'm giving that benefit of doubt to them.
Because KYC also says like what is your customer and product, right?
Correct. So he is asking that what is the pain point of customer, and I think somebody touched there. But in the interest of time, I said that on a broader side, understand some generic things first. As I said, we just have 40 minutes. It will be very difficult to cover everything. But I'm just trying to tickle the mind. Point taken, we should do more study to know our product and what customers want. But in every organization, be it SAP, Oracle, any enterprise organization, there are some generic pain points, right? And those are low-hanging fruits. But as a virtue of thinking mind, what I have seen is that 70% of the interaction with the test leaders whom I had, they do not want to see the low-hanging fruits first. They start going into the complex area. What is my ERP? What are the features? What are the functionality? Are those functionality specific to EMEA? Then why shouldn't we expand it to APAC region as well? Now, see, these are very complex things. These a test leader can understand for longer term duration benefit, but not for your 6 months or 8 months goal. This is an org level strategy. That is why I said there will be a very thin line for a test leader to get misguided that am I going too much into the business or am I sticking with as what I have been given salary for. That is one very beautiful point that we always will have to remember, and I am sure this discussion is going in that ways. When we are thinking, we are transgressing the boundaries several times. That is one area which I wanted to touch upon out of this discussion.
And on learning and development, right? In terms of people learning and development.
Just a second, before we go to learning and development, let's move on. So you have understood your customer broadly, product as what it is, technology briefly you have touched upon. Okay, KYQ dash, quality metrics, 30 seconds. Quality metrics, who will be impacted by quality metrics? People, process or technology?
Process, I think.
Process?
Right? All the three. No?
People, all three? Who said all three?
I.
Okay, bingo. So what do you want to understand and quality? 30 seconds.
How does the customer measure quality? How do we measure quality? Do we have a process to, actually take those, in the sense that when we talk about metrics, how do we actually say we have reached our goals?
Just a second, let me throw this back to our test leaders. How does customer measure quality? Does anybody know?
What are the areas in which quality will be considered?
Yeah, just a second. Let us take this question. This is very interesting. So let's break it down. Very interesting point. She said she wants to study how does customer measure quality. He said, do you have some internal process to measure quality? Does everybody agree that these are two different areas? Yes, sir. Very little. This, I think, more 20 minutes. Huh. Oh, how much time do we have? Okay, in that way.
Schedule.
They have to decide. They have to let us know, right? I know in Agile Scrum, several of the companies around, they take 3 months post, 6 months, 8 months, something like that, right? So they'll. Do you think that's
the right Agile, we'll be testing as long as we are releasing, right? So we're going along with the sprint. So
okay.
That's the reason I didn't ask that question.
Okay, perfect. Agile. Point taken. We'll discuss on that later. So these two things. See, one very interesting thing, I'll share my observation. In this journey of my experience, very early in my career, I started getting exposed to very strong leaders who are not tech leaders, but overall business leaders. Their one concern, which has always been with especially Asian continent, that we ask questions for the sake of asking questions. See, I'm also an Asian. I felt bad about it, right? But when I retrospected, I really thought that yes. See, when I am in a group of 5 people, everybody is handling different areas. Why can't I stick to such questions there, which actually matters to me more? And why do I need to ask such questions which I know that we don't even can get the answers from, right? So this one question which I feel is not very relevant at this point in time, because I don't know any organization which has a great database to say how customers measure their quality. I interacted with Capgemini. I asked them, give me your data set altogether, because you are saying that my product does not work 90% of the times. So forget that, give me your whole data set, I'll make it work in my system, then only give it back to you so that you are 100% confident. See, there are two touch points here. One is on quality metrics. So in the interest of time, he has raised the flag. So man, I think we'll have to conclude this very quick. Okay, so important thing. I was asked by somebody that what is the definition of quality? Very tough question. He said, you answer this, you get selected. You have been fantastic throughout. You don't answer this, you are rejected. Fortunately, few days before, one of the, there was one forum wherein one of my alumni, he went to IIMs and then that idiot wanted to study more, so he went to INSEAD as well. And fortunately, few days back, he had that conference and the conclusion there was, quality is what customers think about the product. It is not how you test the product, right? Now see, it becomes a big gamut. And now, the challenge starts coming here is, how do we put it into statistics when an emotional part has come into picture, right? So statistics part I was not concerned about. I know all of you gather multiple statistics, but what I wanted to touch upon was what Srini said, is that do we actually as a test leader try even to think that what customer is thinking about my product? Be it I have executed 20,000 test cases, I have automation suites running day and night, I have best performance stats, but in that infrastructure, it does not work. Second, when I upgrade the product or roll out the product, let us be honest and genuine. How many of us do implementation testing with more or less real-time simulation of environment? I haven't done it. Let me accept it. I haven't got that infrastructure till now. Hit that they have started getting. Any which ways, metrics and all will not talk about. I want to touch on these 2 points. As I said, purpose of this discussion is tickling those points which is not there on Google. Okay, Varghese, just 5 more minutes. I think one minute we'll spend on this.
Can you just wrap it up fast?
Okay,
as soon as possible.
So competition we will cut it out in the interest of time. KYO, people, process, vendor. This is very critical. Now I want to touch upon both you guys. Process. What do you think? If you have to summarize in 1 minute, what your thought goes, if you are sitting at the top, you have whole team around you, you have certain objectives which is genuine, right? And now you are talking about process. What comes to your mind as a leader immediately? How many of you drive process here or have driven process? I want you guys to interject, okay?
I need a collaborative process among my people so we can deliver the best. So that means no blame games. I know, the quality belongs to everybody in the team and not just to the testers. That's the kind of process I would try to drive.
So process at people side more, process as task follow-up more, process at execution side more, process as reporting side more.
A combination of all, but driven primarily by the team.
Okay, now I am in an agile world. I really don't have time. I have 6 hours per day plan, right? Please don't bother me with too much of process. That is what engineers say, right? Right? Now.
Just the right amount of process is what I'm saying. You have agile project management tools that help you do that.
Syncing up with what all objectives?
Syncing up with, the technology as well as people, right? I mean, technology has to support, it has to be easy to use when you're tracking process. People have to be comfortable with using that technology to track that process. So it has to be a combination of.
Okay, this would have been a very interesting point to discuss for long, but we will take it offline, and I would certainly sync up with a couple of hands here.
Saurabh, only 1 minute left. Please conclude it as soon as possible.
Okay, so 1 minute. People side.
Right. So from people side, mainly I feel like people should be motivated. My learning and development, right? My learning and development.